In New York, protesters chanted outside the Barclays Center as visiting Prince William and his wife Kate attended an NBA game between the Brooklyn Nets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Several Nets players wore shirts that read, "I can't breathe," while warming up for the game. One of them was Darren Williams.
We just put the shirts on to kind of, let everybody know that we pay attention to a lot of things that go on, especially us being in Brooklyn and New York City, where it happened.
Where Eric Garner died after a police officer put him in a chokehold. A federal autopsy in the police shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri finds that Brown had a gunshot wound to his right hand. It is evidence, say experts, that the gun went off at close range. The police officer said the gun went off while Brown struggled with him. This is AP Radio News. A slow-moving storm hitting the Northeast is expected to bring heavy rains and winds to some areas along the coast, and at least a half foot of heavy, wet snow to inland areas. Weather Service's Bruce Terry.
As that storm system moves up the coast, it's going through a lot of Atlantic moisture back inland, and it's going to produce heavy snow from northeastern Pennsylvania through New York State and into much of interior New England, including Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
The worst of it expected to be later today and into tomorrow. Walgreens is testing a new telemedicine service that lets patients see a doctor without leaving home or visiting any of the drugstore chain's clinics. It's a mobile app for smartphones or tablet computers. The virtual visit costs $49. Doctors can diagnose and treat problems that aren't emergencies and don't require a physical exam, things like pink eye, or they say even bronchitis. I'm Rita Foley, AP Radio News.
This is the Wall Street Journal Report. I'm Jennifer Kashinka. A U.S. district judge has declined to throw out a class action suit about pricing of Apple iPods, but ordered plaintiffs' lawyers to identify class representatives who had bought one of the iPod models in the case. The judge will hold a hearing today on the qualifications of representatives. On Wall Street futures, pointing to a lower open after the Dow Industrials fell 106 yesterday. Kevin Curran of Stifel says yesterday's selling shouldn't detract from what's been an incredible run.
As we come into the end of the year, I think investors should be relatively pleased with the performance of the economy, earnings, and, of course, the reaction by the stock market.
The Supreme Court is leaving in place BP's multi-billion-dollar settlement with lawyers for businesses and residents over the 2010 oil spill in the Gulf. The justices did not comment in rejecting the oil giant's arguments that lower courts misinterpreted settlement terms and put BP on the hook to pay inflated and bogus claims by businesses. This is the Wall Street Journal Report.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NFL, on Monday Night Football, the Packers outscored the Falcons 43-37. Green Bay had a 31-7 lead at the half before Atlanta scored 20 points in the fourth quarter to make it a close game, but they never really threatened to take the lead. Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers had 4 touchdown passes in the win as Mike McCarthy's Packers improved to 10-3 on the season.
Boy, things are sorting out.
11 wins will probably be more of a benchmark this year. Offensively, extremely productive. They didn't punt again. I think it was the third time this year, so very pleased with that.
Atlanta drops to 5-8 with the loss, but they still lead the lowly NFC South. In NBA games of note, the Clippers beat the Suns 121-120 in overtime. Blake Griffin had 45 points for LA, including the game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer. In baseball, the Chicago White Sox have reportedly acquired both starting pitcher Jeff Samardzija in a trade with the A's and also signed former New York Yankees closer David Robertson.
Lovers, thrill seekers, and conversationalists all across the fruited plain. Here we are, back at it. Rush Limbaugh, the EIB Gold